It's a new year, and you know what that means. A brand new Razer Blade 2018 model, of course. The 2018 version of the Razer Blade set out to be the world's smallest 15.6-inch gaming laptop that has optional features to put it up against laptops significantly bigger, and they seem to have done just that. A high refresh rate panel, more cores, faster GPUs, and less bezel space makes the new Razer Blade rather impressive on paper. The display comes in three flavors: 1080p 60Hz, 4K 60Hz touch, and a 1080p 144Hz Sans G-Sync panel, and all feature a pre-calibrated 100% sRGB ratings, flanked by a tiny 4.9mm bezel, but to still manage to keep the HT webcam located at the top rather than the bottom. No booger cam here. The IPS display also allows for a wide 170-degree viewing angle. Size-wise, the new Razer Blade comes in at under 14 inches wide, just 9.25 inches deep, and insane 0.66 inches thick. Just for comparison, the Gigabyte Aero 15X takes up nearly 20% more volume. But yeah, that sounds nice. What about the specs that make this puppy tick? For the CPU, they've upped the ante to the new 8th generation Core i7 with 6 cores and 12 threads, featuring a turbo of up to 4.1 GHz. This should allow for quite the productivity powerhouse in a rather small footprint. Definitely a nice upgrade over the previous quad-core equipped model. On the GPU front, there are two options this time around, the GTX 1060 or 1070, both in Max-Q designs. Now, if anyone's worried about reduced performance with the Max-Q design, fear not, for they've packed enough of a power supply to handle full throttle GPU power thanks to control through the Razer Synapse software. Now, both of those combinations generate quite some heat, no doubt about that, and Razer did think about it with their unique designed cooling system, ditching the traditional heat pipes and going for a full-blown vapor chamber. This allows for rapid movement of heat to the rear heatsink, fed by two custom fans with 0.1mm fans. Memory comes with a stock of 16 gigs of DDR4 2667, but unlike previous Razer Blades, this is user serviceable and can be upgraded to 32 gigabytes. And the storage solutions come with either a 512 or a 256GB NVMe SSD and is upgradable up to 2 terabytes for plenty of storage. Connectivity has been upgraded, featuring Intel Wireless AC 9260 with Bluetooth 5. A mini DisplayPort 1.4, HDMI 2.0B, and a Thunderbolt 3 port can allow for up to 3 external displays, as well as other benefits of Thunderbolt. Well, like Razer's new Core X, for instance. 3 USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports, a 3.5 combo audio port, and a new power port. So you won't be bringing along your old Razer Blade charger for this. The user interface is handled by a scissor switch controlled keyboard featuring full RGB control through Razer's Chroma, and a large precision touchpad. Speakers are the same as what's featured on the Razer phone, and they're flanking the keyboard, so you don't get that muffled sound if it's sitting in your lap like, well, you do with a laptop. So what's all this going to cost you? Well, it's going to start at $18.99 and go up from there, surpassing $28.99. So you need to be ready to drop some change if you want to play this game. Now, we'd love to hear what you have to say about the Razer Blade 2018 edition down below in the description, and you'll find a link to our launch article, and hopefully soon we'll be able to put one of these to the test and see just how close these claims are. So this is Big Keith with WCCF Tech TV. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will catch you in the next one.